So once you're kind of up and running, you got a good bio there. What are some of the things you're doing? I assume you're working with businesses to generate clients, to generate leads. So talk a little bit about how are you using that? Are there tools you're using to help? Is it more of an outbound strategy? Or are you attracting people with the bio for an inbound strategy? Like what is the kind of nuts and bolts of what you guys are using that for and how you're using it to help businesses grow?
It works in multiple ways. The good news about LinkedIn is once you have a dialed in profile and it's up, people are searching you, right? They might come from a Facebook ad, but they end up on your LinkedIn profile. And or maybe you're at an event and they look you up, they end up on your, these are all inbound things, right? That come through. But one of the things that moves the needle the most is a strategic outbound approach. So on LinkedIn, you can go directly to your ideal target and you can pull them into a conversation. You connect with them. You can find them in groups. There's so many different ways to be able to get in front of them. And as long as you have a good offer, as long as you're taking a relational approach, you're going to get business. You've got to remember that. You can't act like all the other marketers out there that are just like, they're making people feel like a number. One of the things we do on LinkedIn that is super powerful is we create strategic partnerships. So if you think about whoever you serve and other people that have already taken the time and energy and capital to build their audience with those types of people, think about building a relationship with them, connecting with them, building a relationship with them, and now they put you in front of their audience. Everybody wins. That's what we call the
Very smart.
win-win-win approach.
Yeah, I like that. So one of the things you're talking about here, I think is interesting because on LinkedIn, one of the things that I have been trying to figure out is how do you stand out? Because it used to not be as full of spam. And now my inbox is just like people that are like, do you want me to market your podcast? Can you sign up for my newsletter? Do you want me to market your podcast? Can you sign up for my newsletter? And so I don't really get a lot of people with any sort of refreshing messages that are sticking out at all. So is that part of the approach you're doing? Is
Oh,
figuring out a way
absolutely.
to separate yourself from all the spam that just plumbs up people's inboxes all day?
Easy way to put a wrapper on it, if I could, is think about if you meet somebody at a grocery store. Are you going to just come out and say, hey, I do this, 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 and this, and then also do this, and then all these people like me because I do this, and then, hey, do you think you want to hire me? Like, heck no. You're going to be like, hey, Nick, man, what's your name? My name's Nick. Man, so what do you do, Nick? Or, what are you focused on these days? Just you do a little bit of small talk, not for the sake of like you're trying to like lead them in somewhere, but you're trying to build a relationship. How would you normally build a relationship with somebody, right? You're not going to ask them to get married on the first date. I know that some people feel like, well, if you just ask enough people, somebody's going to say yes, right? But that's not a sustainable business model. That's not how you build relationships, right? And you probably end up in divorce, right? Which, no offense, but like, that's not somewhere I want to be if I can avoid it. I know there are exceptions to rules, but just like, yeah, let's put it that way. But yeah, it's standing apart from them, being very conversational, and then delivering value to them. Like, think about ways you could deliver value to somebody else before you ask them for anything. If I wanted to get on your podcast and we didn't know each other, like we weren't introduced, which again, we were introduced because of relationships, right? But if let's say we weren't, I'd be approaching you in a way to find out how can I bring value to Nick? Nick, maybe I've got somebody in my network that would make a good guest for your audience. I don't want anything out of it, but hey, let me introduce you guys if you're open to it. And if it makes sense, awesome, right? That's one way. Or I might watch a few of your podcasts and I go give you a 5-star review. I'm going to pop up on your radar in a way that brings value to you. We're going to see me differently than everybody else. If you've got a book, I'm going to buy your book and read your book. I'm going to find something that I can compliment you about in that book. I mean, there's so many different ways to stand out. It's just that people are lazy, right? They want to hit the easy button and say, oh, I just want the business. But I promise you, if you could somehow pull yourself out of that frame of mind and focus on the value, you build those relationships. Yeah, you might have put a lot of time in building that one relationship, but that one relationship can change everything for you. You know what I mean? I know you know that, but for everybody listening, I just want to bring that to the surface because I don't think enough people talk about that.